we make it happen. Guess we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, cause we can see it. Here's to the ones that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Here's to the ones that can't imagine, respect, oh yeah. Gather round now, look at me. Respect and love the only way. If you wanna come, come with me. The door is open every day. This 1+2 rendezvous, all invited. This what we do, how we do. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, guess we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, cause we can see it. Here's to the ones that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Here's to the ones that can't imagine, respect, oh yeah. We are the dreamers. We make it happen, guess we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, cause we can see it. Here's to the ones that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Here's to the ones that can't imagine, respect, oh yeah.
And the beauty of it all is that there are many stories that could be told, but we don't know which one will be written. Few get to walk this path, fewer still get more than one shot at the greatest glory the game has to give. Yet for 6 of the French squad, there's the chance to add their names to the list of 12. Only 12 men who've played in 2 World Cup final wins. And for one in the Argentina camp, this is the second and last chance to add that glory to undoubted greatness, to complete the set, to finish football. Before the drama starts to develop, and it already has been doing for some time, thanks to mainly the Argentina support in the crowd. We will stand to observe the national anthems, which can sometimes stir the blood just as much as the match itself.
أرجنتينا أصحاب السمو والمعالي السيدات والسادات برجع الوقوف في حال القدرة للنشيد الوطني للأرجنتين.
Le Marseillaise still packs a punch. Familiar figures, one and all. They've become fixtures in all of our lives over the last month. Let us take one last check on the lineups before the action begins. For Argentina, goalkeeper Emi Martinez becomes the first Aston Villa player in a World Cup final. It's a back four again, an unchanged one, with Nicolas Otamendi representing his country for the 100th time. Ángel Di María is deemed fit enough to return to start in what is likely to be his international farewell. Whilst for Brighton's Alexis McAllister, there's much more to come. He has, at 23, been one of the best young players at the tournament. And the same can be said for Julian Alvarez of Manchester City, whose 4 goals have only been bettered by today's 2 number 10s. The honour of refereeing football's biggest occasion goes to Szymon Marciniak, a former top-level player in Poland, so perhaps there's a lesson there for professionals. The boots don't necessarily have to be hung up completely. And his compatriot, Tomasz Kwiatkowski, is in charge of the VAR room. France captain Hugo Lloris stands on the brink of history. No player has led 2 World Cup final winning teams. Rafa Varane and Deo Upamecano have both recovered from the virus in the camp, the latter returning to start in place of Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate. Back 2 is Adrien Rabiot, replacing Youssouf Fofana in midfield, where Antoine Griezmann has been a revelation as the goal maker. And then goal scorers, Olivier Giroud and Kylian Mbappé. His 24th birthday in 2 days' time. He may have won 2 World Cups before it's here. Jermaine Genius is alongside me. And I know, Jermaine, you have been blown away by the noise, particularly from away to our left. Those Argentina fans have been monumental.
Well, what an absolute pleasure it is to be here this evening. And you're right, Guy, those Argentinian fans, wow, what a noise. Absolutely sensational. But the French response wasn't bad, was it? And there's so much for us to look forward to on this pitch tonight, so much talent on display. Just can't wait for it to get going now.
Lusail Stadium!
The familiar countdown to kickoff. Only this time, on the 18th of December in the desert, it is the final countdown. Away we go. Argentina looking to win the World Cup for South America for the first time since 2002, as France bid to further build European and their own dominance. And they retain the trophy that they lifted in Russia 4.5 years ago. Rodrigo de Paul is the first to take issue with a tackle. There'll be plenty more of those to come.
I think one thing straight away to look at with Argentina, a lot of people thought they was going to set up in more of a 4-4-2 formation with Di Maria on this right-hand side, but it looks like he's going to be up top as part of a 3 with Alvarez and Messi.
Bold and brave seems to be the way from Lionel Scaloni for this one. There is almost sure to be an essence of feeling each other out in the early stages. And as has been talked about in the studio, just watch Messi and what he does, or maybe what he doesn't do, as the game takes shape. Watching, waiting, and ready to make it, as it's been billed, his moment. Szymon Marciniak has angry words for De Paul. The referee clearly feels there was an element of revenge in that push on Rabiot.
Well, he's like that, De Paul. Aggressive in the challenge. The referee didn't like it at all. still talking to him now, telling him to calm down.
A huge roar greets a mere throw-in for Argentina. Messi on the ball. Di María having a look before delivering. There's De Paul. And again from Messi. And he tried a little lift in for Alvarez, who was offside. But he made Hugo Lloris register his first bit of work for the night.
Yeah, he was offside, but a couple of little insights there as to what Messi gives you early on in this game, popping up in little pockets of space that, in particular between Upamecano and on this left-hand side, Hernandez are going to have a real think about who goes in there to deal with him.
A move that was met by an approving nod from the manager. Commanding header, but the referee is unhappy with. Upamecano straight away over the top of Messi.
Yeah, don't mind this from Upamecano. Let him know you're there. He has just lent on him a little bit too much. Deschamps, I don't think was happy with the free kick being given.
Only 3 have won the World Cup as players and manager. He's one of them, along with Franz Beckenbauer and Mario Zagallo. Romero, finding Di María, exquisite bit of control. McAllister. Di María, stopped by a duo. Koundé and Dembele. Mbappé. Rabiot. Given away by Theo Hernandez. Koundé just enough on it to find Dembele. Griezmann. Nice flick from Alvarez. And Lloris watched it all the way into his clutches as Alexis McAllister let fly.
Yeah, well, the French have started the game poorly. Too many loose touches. Argentina just picking up the ball. McAllister on that occasion, good strike on goal. Just need to settle down a little bit, this French side.
Chouameni. Won by Tagliafico, but only briefly. Hernandez. Forced back. Not in complete control. Messi commits a foul. Free kick France.
Felt a bit fortunate that from Hernandez. Not sure what Messi's done wrong there. Kind of already going down. There's a strike from McAllister, moving a lot as well. Lloris did well to hold on to that.
It wasn't curling, but there was a fair bit of wobble on it.
Yeah.
Rafa Varane. One who was confined to barracks for a couple of days in the build-up to this match. Virus spread throughout the France camp. All okay. Honey and ginger has been the way. Griezmann. Chouameni. Alvarez with an arm on Rabiot. It was a tug of the shoulder. It will be a free kick for France.
Well, anyone who's been watching Alvarez at this World Cup, you can expect a lot of that this evening. Doesn't stop running, working for his side.
Varane. Seeking out Theo Hernandez. There's Upamecano, who seems to be in aggressive mode. As Messi slots one through for McAllister. A little bit of good fortune against Koundé. Di María now. Fernandez loses possession and wins it back. Di María. De Paul. Rodrigo De Paul, it's deflected behind, it came off Varane, and it is an Argentina corner as the side in the sky blue and white got busy.
Yeah, more good stuff from Argentina. On that left-hand side, Di María creating the chance. Could have gone anywhere, this. Varane just sticking out a leg, trying to get something on it. I get the feeling that Argentina just feel that on that left-hand side, with Di María against Jules Koundé, they've got something, they've got the better, got the beating of him.
His delivery. There's a cue on the penalty spot. Now they break. Wasn't the best ball in from Lionel Messi. De Paul, that's a better one. Up in the air, but not away, and Lloris has decided to stay at home. When he does come to get it, he couldn't find a way through, but is helped out by the referee's whistle.
There was initially some really good defending by the French centre-halves. I think it was Varane. He put his head on it initially. Oh no, it was Rabiot, just getting in a really important spot in the middle of the goals here. And a couple of teammates coming together, Romero and Lloris. Have that, not friends today.
Romero seemed to be pushed into Lloris by Upamecano. It's caused the Spurs and France goalkeeper the most trouble, and wife Marine looks on anxiously. It's his 20th appearance at the World Cup Finals, the most ever by a goalkeeper. He's overtaken Manuel Neuer's 19 today.
Let's have another look. Well, he's took an elbow right in his rib.
And as he'll know from Tottenham training, Christian Romero's pretty solid.
He doesn't mess about. You're right, though, there was a little nudge from Upamecano into him. So this isn't anything too serious.
I don't think Romero minded that. He was looking at Lloris anyway.
Yeah.
Ginger and honey won't sort this one out. Didier Deschamps has his first lengthy conversation with the fourth official, who is Ismail El Fat of the USA, but Morocco-born. What a good tournament his nation have had. Or his birth nation.
Incredible, brilliant story, wasn't it?
And Lloris will be okay to continue. Just don't make him laugh for the next few minutes. Just making the point to Mr. Marciniak that he thinks there was a little bit of foul intention about it. Lloris will be 36 on Boxing Day. Olivier Giroud is 36 already. 13 years Mbappe's senior. Giroud has proved himself to be just as important to the French cause as his young partner over the last few weeks. Won by Griezmann. And as is often the case, De Paul sorted it out for Argentina. Martinez. First time really he's had any sort of feel of the ball. Towards Alvarez. Varane has that covered, you would think. Doesn't stop Julian Alvarez. De Paul. Messi. Di María. He's looking for Messi again. De Paul's found him again. It's Alvarez who does the closing, and it was closing with his arms raised and making contact with the ball. France free kick.
Yeah, Alvarez, as we said, constant runner, just catches his arm there. Argentina really started this game the better. The ball out to that left-hand side with Di María seems to be the play at the minute.
He might not quite have the legs of yesteryear, but as we've seen in a few touches already, the first-time control is still exquisite. Second bite this for Ángel Di María. He was an unused substitute when Argentina got to the final in 2014. Dembele. Mbappé. Not had the chance to torment those in front of him yet. He's done well there. Rabiot looked for the return. Martinez has it.
Yep, first sighting of Mbappé, looked sharp. Just couldn't quite get the ball back to him. Rabiot. He's been starved initially in this game, Kylian Mbappé. He'll have his moment, I'm sure.
Romero. Rabiot got to the ball, but only to nudge it into the path of McAllister. Now Di María, who's seen as much of the ball as anybody else in blue and white. And now Messi. Couldn't work it all the way back through to Di María, who then looked as though he might be offside, and is. And they're just a little sharper about their business, Argentina, than those in darker blue.
Yeah, I think Alvarez just thinks he can lead this one through to Di María, clearly offside. But you're right, Guy, they just look a little bit busier, a bit sharper on the ball. Not really created that big chances yet. You can feel it coming.
FIFA World Rankings are anything to go by, and they usually aren't. It is Argentina ranked 3 in the world against France ranked 4, and yet France made marginal favourites by many pre-match.
They just look a little bit sluggish in this game. I know there was talk about a virus in the camp. I don't know if that's true or not, but the touch just isn't quite there at the minute. They're getting caught on the ball. I've no doubt they'll work their way into this game, but it's been a slow start from them.
It was Otamendi and Di María had to work to keep the ball in. Fernandez. Talked about good young players, and we've seen the likes of Vardiol and England's own Jude Bellingham. Enzo Fernandez has been another one who's really come to the fore. 21-year-old Benfica midfielder. He only played in 3 friendlies as a substitute before this tournament began. And he must have a bright future, because Benfica have given him number 13, that once belonged to Eusebio. Big shoes.
Yeah, some responsibility that, but as you said, they obviously believe in him. It's just full of running, this midfield of Argentina. Fernandez, De Paul, McAllister, who started this game really well. They know their jobs quite clearly.
France could maybe do with a spell of passing, but Theo Hernandez has been guilty more than once of losing possession. Pulled back by De Paul, missed by Messi. Di María got it at the wrong time, right underneath it as it bounced up.
It's just bobbling, isn't it? Again, France giving the ball away. He just keeps himself onside the ball. It's a lovely cutback. Messi couldn't quite get on it. And he's bobbling into Di María. You can see he's really concentrating to try and keep it down, but on his weaker side, just couldn't quite make it happen. They're turning the screw, aren't they?
And Messi, a lot more involved in the opening 17 minutes than he has been in many games at this competition.
Well, they're winning so many second balls, Argentina, and he just sits in that little pocket of space in front of the back four, so when they win it, he's just, first pass into him, he's free every single time.
time for Varane. Dembele. Mbappé. Followed very closely by Nahuel Molina, the Argentina right back.
Yeah, he's got the support of the Paul in front of him as well. Don't be surprised to see Mbappé drift into central areas if that continues.
Returned to Dembele. He's got a French throw. Many had made himself available. Instead it is back to first Varane and now up for Meccano and on to Theo Hernandez. Mbappé really nicely returned. Theo Hernandez then down. Free kick for France. And Giroud will be starting to lick his lips in anticipation of what he may be about to receive.
I think it was a mistake from De Paul. I'm not sure he even challenges for the ball. He just kind of clips him there, yeah. It's definitely a free kick. It's a bit clumsy. It's a first bit of positivity for France in this game. Something to set up, take their time. Very good at crosses into the box.
Griezmann will clip it. We can see where he's going to be aiming. Right into that spot. Over the top of everybody came Olivier Giroud with a little too much vim and vigour.
Well, he's given a free kick, the referee. Let's have another look at it. I mean, Giroud just seems to attack it. Nothing but his eyes on the ball, in fairness to him. He's climbing over a few bodies, but it would have been a fortunate free kick to be given.
I suppose the idea was that he jumped early and stopped Di Maria getting off the floor.
Yeah.
There was only one winner in that contest anyway. Olivier Giroud scores today. He will become the oldest ever goal scorer in a World Cup final.
Incredible career. It really is. Still be doing it. The top level at his age is a different class.
Current holder of that, and for a long time has been Nils Lidholm of Sweden. He scored his goal in 1958 before he turned 36. Messi. Molina does like to get forward, and De Paul, as Jermaine has said, on that side enables him to do that. There's Romero. There is De Paul. Bringing in Fernandez, chased by Giroud. Played out by Alvarez. Di Maria, lovely swivel of the hips, and down goes Di Maria, penalty Argentina. No hesitation from the referee. Dembele got too close.
It looks clumsy. You have to say, you can see what Di Maria wants to do straight away. The minute he goes by Dembele, he's thinking, let me get across you, because you've got a decision to make then. It's hard to see if there's actual contact.
It is next to nothing, but it is something.
It looks minimal. It really does look minimal. They'll have a good look at it, I'm sure. It was definitely in Di Maria's mind. You could tell the feeling was when he went by him, stay away from him. He wanted to go down, and the referee bought it. I think it'll be a difficult one for them to turn down on VAR, if I'm totally honest.
Well, it's because the arm has made contact, but surely not enough to send Di Maria sprawling.
I think the issue is once it's been given by the referee,
That's it.
it's got to be looked upon as a clear and obvious error, and I'm not sure they'll look at it as that. It was minimal contact, but I think it was poor from Dembele. He's just got to stay clear of him once he goes by him.
Keep the arms away. And now, the focus is on Lionel Messi. Messi scores! All of those goals, all of those moments in a magical career. A simple stroke of the ball from 12 yards out tops the lot. A goal in the biggest match of all for one of the greatest players of all.
Well, look at the focus. The coolest man in the building when he needed to be. A couple of steps. Ava looks at Lloris, sits him down, he sticks it in the bottom corner. They've been much the better side, Argentina, and they deserve to take the lead in this World Cup final.
No player had ever before scored in the round of 16, the quarter-final, the semi-final and the final. There hasn't been a player like this before. Argentina 1, France 0.
Well, it was the wake-up call that the French needed. They've not got going since kick-off. We felt like something was coming. That left-hand side, we spoke about it early with Di María. Just that feeling that he could get the better of Jules Koundé. It ended up being Dembélé that he gets the better of, but so far for Scaloni, could not have started any better.
Mbappé. Time for the other 10 to try and get into the match a bit more. Soft penalty, harsh penalty. But Dembélé paid the penalty for being beaten so easily by Di Maria's movement.
Yeah, he sold himself completely. He's got to stand up and defend much better. Dembélé up against it now.
Stefan. Didier Deschamps' long-time right-hand man. And a few words by way of response there. Rabia. Back to the semi-finals, and France did not have it their own way by any means against Morocco.
Again, look at that. It's just every time France have the ball, there's a lot of standing and watching. There's no movement. They're moving the ball too slow. The passes are too straight. It's so easy for Argentina to defend against.
There's Giroud. He's down. Free kick for France. It was Romero with the tackle. Back to the quarters against England too. They were not exactly in full free-flowing style in that one either, but they found a way. Now they have to find a way back. Might start here.
There's no doubt that on set pieces eerily will cause teams a lot of problems. Quality delivery from this man.
Chouameni at the back, arm in the air. Griezmann will have to do it again. Down went Fernandez.
He's holding his eye. Not sure what's happened here, but doesn't seem happy, Fernandez.
The referee's sorting out the melee.
It's nothing.
It really is nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Take two, Griezmann. Same routine. Up goes Theo Hernandez, and he's gone down on the edge of the box now. The referee has given that one to Argentina, and it looks like a clash of heads. He's calling for immediate attention. Hernandez is holding his ribs. Messi down holding his head. That's why.
It's Hernandez's hand. It's Messi in his head. Thankfully, Messi's up. Seems fine. I think Hernandez seems okay as well.
It's been like that for hours before this game kicked off. Argentina, Mexico or Morocco for you, for fans of the tournament?
I think Argentina just take it, Morocco just behind. I was very fortunate to go to one of the Morocco games, and they completely not only took over the stadium but won the hearts of so many people at this World Cup. It's been an incredible story, but every time you step in and see the blue and white colours of these Argentinians and the voice of their songs, it just grabs you.
Different level. But then they were in Brazil, in Rio in 2014 too, and it didn't stop the Germans winning. Argentina have already gone one better because they didn't register a single shot on target in normal or extra time in that game. Messi wins a corner courtesy of Theo Hernandez. At the other end goes up a notch once more. It's a better lift in by Messi. He's going to get another go, but he is standing offside, so he won't.
Good defending from Giroud at that near post, because a difficult one to deal with, because it was low. It wasn't really at the height for him to go and attack. Any little flick or nick at that near post is a massive problem. So it was a big header that was needed.
Reece with the launch. Koundé helps it on. Great from Ousmane Dembele.
He's having a nightmare. From his first touch in the game, he went straight out of play. He's given the penalty away. He can't keep the ball.
He's looked a little within himself.
Yeah.
Body language. Messi shimmies past Dembele. McAllister to Di Maria. He's made a mess of that cross.
There's too much space everywhere. But they're enjoying themselves, these Argentinians, at the minute. Everybody wants the ball. Playing with a lot of freedom.
It's a problem wide for France on both sides. Di Maria in the mood, and Theo Hernandez has given the ball away a few times on the other side. Mbappé didn't have any help when he needed it.
Well, all of the facets to France's game that makes them good are just not there. Chouameni's not getting on the ball. Not seen anything from Antoine Griezmann with or without the ball, and that's been one of their biggest components at this tournament, and arguably one of the best players at the tournament, definitely the best young player. Mbappé, not had a kick. Not had a kick.
De Paul. Kept it going to find Messi. McAllister. Messi with the turn. And the ball Di Maria's way. He was caught just on the wrong bit of stride pattern, but it's a good response to get there in time anyway. Fernandez. Alvarez. Came off the wrong part of the boot altogether. It's well wide of the target.
Would have been some effort. You can see why he took it on. It sat up nicely. Good play from Di Maria, just keeping that in.
.32 minutes in. Argentina with the one-goal lead. Messi trying to get away from Upamecano, who couldn't do it. Fernandez, I beg your pardon. It's Paul's ball in. It's Dembele away, but only temporary respite.
Big tackle that, by the way, from Upamecano. You could see Messi lining it up. Had to get there, make the challenge.
Little break forward here from Alexis McAllister. Still had to pinch myself watching a Brighton Hove Albion player in the World Cup final, and he has been magnificent pretty much every game.
There's that big challenge from Upamecano. Yeah, but you're right, Guy. McAllister, good tournament. Been top drawer in this midfield, looks really settled.
Irish ancestry. Shouldn't raise the eyebrows too far. Let's not forget in 1986, Joe Brown was at the back for Argentina. Jose Luis Brown. Molina. Fernandez. '86 was the last time that Argentina got to call themselves world champions. Somewhat symbolically, this is the first World Cup that's taken place since the death of Diego Maradona. '86, as those of us old enough know all too well, was his year. With a nod to Gary. Messi. Di Maria. Fico. Left-back retaining his place despite Marcos Acuna being available again. He's started more games at the tournament. Fico did really well against Morocco, defensively and pumping up and down that left-hand side.
Yeah, he's already started to venture, get forward. Another option down that left-hand side. Something more for France to worry about. They've got bigger problems than that. They can't get themselves out of second gear.
That might help France. A bit of a misjudgment in the pass from Romero to Molina. Romero then beaten by Mbappé, just left a little bit on him to make sure he couldn't complete the job.
Nice though from Mbappé. It's a little warning sign.
Messi turns it out to Alvarez, who gets it through. And that's McAllister looking at Di Maria. Argentina well on top in the World Cup final. And all the boys of yesteryear are up celebrating that one.
Well, talk about a team goal. Lovely little nick round the corner from McAllister and Messi. And he's always a willing runner, McAllister, but can he find the pass is the question. Lovely little nick. But it's that ball there that's the important one, the final ball. Look at his eyes, the concentration from Di Maria. Almost bounces it into the ground over the keeper. A complete team goal for Argentina. One they thoroughly deserve. And they're in dreamland.
And so are they. Do cry for me, Argentina. Di Maria can't hold them back either. A goal made by the boy from Brighton and scored by a former citizen of Paris. Argentina 2, France 0, absolutely merited.
They won't believe what they're facing at the minute. They've been brilliant, Argentina, but there's no way they expected a game like this. The lack of intensity from France. It surprised me. There's no doubt down there on the pitch they must be in shock at the freedom they have.
Confidence, rhythm.
Oh. There's no better place to be as a player. Only imagine what those players are feeling right now. Playing with freedom, no fear, 2-0 up in a World Cup final. With those fans singing behind you.
Barge into the chest of McAllister, courtesy of Koundé. More a collision, couldn't have done much about getting out of the way.
What about his part in that goal, McAllister? He nicked round the corner and then he's off. No one can catch him.
He's been building over the last couple of years, and then he sparked into life at the start of this Premier League season. 4 goals in the first 6 games for the Seagulls. He's come of age in Qatar. He's enjoying company of the highest order. And at home in it. Varane. Chouameni. The obvious point to make is that France absolutely must score the next goal in the game.
Getting killed in midfield, France. It's the overloads. You know, Messi dropping in. The quality and the running power of DePaul. Just something not right in that France team at all.
And the way that it's gone so far, Emiliano Martinez might as well have watched it with us. Up towards Giroud. That's all it was. Molina. Giroud makes Ramiro hurry a bit.
Oh, that's a ball that was.
Intentional?
Don't think it matters now, does it?
Di Maria. He is on it. He's the man that got this going for Argentina, because he scored the winner in the Copa America final last year, which ended their long run of international drought. Now look at this, there is a double change being made by Didier Deschamps before half-time. Dembele is off, and Giroud is going as well. Giroud, who had been troubled by a problem with his knee that caused him to sit out a bit of training over the last few days. So Kolo Muani is on, who scored 44 seconds after coming on in the semi-final. And Marcus Thuram is entering way before he anticipated doing as well.
I don't blame him at all, Didier Deschamps. He's looking at the same thing we've been looking at. A team that's non-existent on the pitch, obviously struggling with something. As a group, they were carrying one too many, in my opinion.
Just got a glimpse of Yuri Djorkaeff and proud father Lilian Thuram in the stands. Now normally you'd be beaming, your heart would be bursting seeing your own son get on in a World Cup final, but Lilian Thuram will be a little more concerned about the scoreline right now.
Yeah, but I think from a France point of view, if these players are fit, then they're going to be much better off.
Word.
It's a tough call for Deschamps, because obviously Giroud had given him so much in the tournament. Dembele played his role, but he's had to make the call before half-time.
Couldn't fault Randall Kolo Muani for trying to make an instant contribution there, but he has given away a free kick.
But it means Mbappé will go through the middle.
There was a thought that they might do it from the start, or might have to do it. Right out towards Di Maria. Running at Koundé.
It's killing them.
Koundé can put a star on his chart this time.
That ball has just been on all day. Just floated over Koundé's head. He's doing his best out there. He just needs a bit of support, if anything.
Ángel Di María is leading the way. Almost certainly his final international appearance. That's what he's hinted at this year more than once. This World Cup would be his last venture for his country. Messi, we know this will be his last game at the World Cup. Whether it will be farewell to internationals altogether, we don't know yet, and we hope not. Upamecano.
Got to find a way to get Mbappé into this game. Whether he plays on the left, through the middle, wherever he is, just get him the ball.
Hernandez. Mbappé, that was a rash attempt to get there first from Romero. I think the foul has been given for the earlier challenge on Hernandez, actually.
I don't think Romero touched him.
No, by luck rather than judgment.
I think definitely by luck. He needs to calm down.
Upamecano. Koundé. Moane. He's the substitute again. And he's trying to do what he's been asked to do.
All of them. Even Messi on that occasion chasing back.
There's a snap and a snarl about Argentina, and all in a positive way. Watching there, as 7 minutes of additional time is indicated to be added. Just looking at De Paul, who just little things to get an extra advantage, was having a sustained word in the ear of Mbappé just as he walked past.
I think he was the one at 2-0, just as before kick-off, was screaming and shouting at his teammates, keep going, this is not enough, you could tell.
For Di Maria that time. Deschamps does not hang back. He has to give his players a dressing down in the dressing room. The language will be a little bit ripe in there.
I'm not sure he'll need to. These are experienced players, some world champions in this group. I think it will be said themselves. They know they are nowhere near where they need to be to get back into this game.
Thuram. Free kick given against Hernandez. Being explained to him now, he's not in the mood to hear it. Again, barely anything.
Yeah, I think it's not much in it, but the minute you kind of go in with your studs up right now, more often than not it's going to be given.
He was just a little higher than De Paul. De Paul and Hernandez have not been on great terms from the start. Di Maria's just been great from the start.
I think most of the Argentina side, Di Maria, that midfield trio, of McAllister, De Paul and Fernandez ran the show.
A note of caution. Those who fancy Argentina to win this with hearts and heads. They have failed to win 2 games at this tournament, one in front at half-time, which hadn't happened to them at a World Cup since the final of 1930, including from being 2-0 up against the Dutch in the quarter-finals. So France get one back and it really is on again. There has been precious little sign of anything from the defending world champions so far. Despairing call of Allez les Bleus, if you can just about make it out. Mbappé asks too much of himself against Romero. Di María loses possession. Upamecano. Thuram. Challenged by Molina. Cost of a throw, not the free kick he was craving. The figure of Lionel Scaloni. He's marching up down the edge of his technical area. Constantly in communication with his players. Deschamps has a rather different style. Remains seated for most of the contest. It's a good challenge. Griezmann, though, is beaten to it by the secondary challenge of Fernandez.
That's exactly what they've had the whole game. Argentina backing each other up. Huge discussions at half-time for that man. Can he get his team back into this game? He's made a couple of changes already.
And famously described as a water carrier by Eric Cantona, no less. Michel Platini once wondered if he'd been blessed with holy water. Such is his success as a player and coach. But I'm afraid in this first half his team's been treading water.
Seen it all as a player and a manager. You need every single ounce of that experience.
Griezmann. Which way? Argentina's way.
That's been the best part about Argentina's game, you know. You can say what you want about the great goals, some good play, a couple of nutmegs here and there, but that intensity they have without the ball, it's difficult to match.
Romero. Did too much on that for Di Maria. On the mic. I think the France substitutes have done pretty well since coming on, and that was emphasised there by Kolo Muani. There's just been a little bit more energy from him and from Thuram on the other side. And the cards out here because despite the fact that Enzo Fernandez is down, it is going to be a French free kick, and when he's back to his feet, he will get the booking.
That was brilliant from Kolo Muani because he was under so much pressure. He had to roll one, spin, make a run in behind. I thought he was trying to swerve the yellow card.
Caution is confirmed, and that's the 7 minutes up, so it's under the discretion of Simon Marciniak now, and it is that fabled good time to score. Argentina keep a high line. Griezmann looks to put it in behind that line. He's done that, but Varane won't get there. And there won't be anything back for France before the break.
That's the beauty of a high line. It's really difficult. It's a good ball from Griezmann.
And that is the break. No time for anything more. But is it Argentina's time? They are halfway there, thanks to a Lionel Messi penalty, the award of which will be debated. And then a Di Maria finish after an Argentina flowing move downfield. They deserve this. They are in control. And at half-time, it's Argentina 2, France 0.
Well, what a one-sided first half that was in a World Cup final. France didn't manage a single shot at goal at all. Kylian Mbappé didn't have many touches in that first half. Can he turn things around in the second? What a first half performance from Argentina.
Sensational. They've been from the very first minute. They went after France. France couldn't cope with it. It didn't look as if they had any legs at all. You're looking to your players, your teammates, the fans on the big occasion. You're saying, what have we got? Can we turn in our very best performance? And Argentina have done exactly that. Great credit again to the manager. Made another decision, bringing Di Maria back in, and he's been the best player in the first half.
Rio, extraordinarily one-sided, really. I mean, France looked flat. I don't know whether they've had a virus in the camp. We don't know whether that's affected them or not. But
yeah,
put that aside, Argentina have been excellent.
I think tactically, Scaloni's got it spot on. The four in midfield outnumbering the French three in there. We've added another one in there to make it 5 with Messi. They're just bullying them in there. They're far more aggressive. The tenacity, they look hungrier. And when they've had the opportunities, they've been absolutely clinical in this game so far.
Pablo, I've given you a little bit of time to compose yourself.
Yes,
you must be. I mean, you're
but just come out. 45 minutes ago, but it was a fantastic 45 minutes from Argentina. I mean, you know, on the front foot from the first minute on the game, playing good football, high tempo on the ball. I think well done from Scaloni to move Di Maria on the left as well. He's been on fire this 45 minutes. You know, we spoke about again how important he was to that team, and I'm so pleased for him. Yes.
Okay, let's run through the penalty decision. There's an element of doubt as to the contact, Alan.
No, it was a penalty for me. I think you've got to look very closely to spot it, but there's definitely contact, and he's running at pace. He finds himself in space there, Di Maria, against Dembele, who had a really poor half and of course was taken off. I mean, he should never ever get turned like that. He's trying desperately to get back in, but if you just watch Di Maria's...
Thank you, Gary. We will do our level best to match the levels of our Argentinian colleague in the first half. I'd love to have a go at a goal call like that just once.
Do it.
Maybe not. We've swapped shirts back. Jermaine's didn't fit me. And we're all set to see if Argentina can continue where they're left off in the first 45 minutes, and perhaps more importantly, to give us a proper spectacle to see if France can rouse themselves and hit their previous heights. No further changes made during the half-time break. So just those 2 changes that were made towards the end of the first half by Didier Deschamps. He was not hanging around. Di Maria. The studio were rightly singing his praises at half-time.
Well, not only his, but Scaloni's the manager, because he spotted straight away that whoever on that left-hand side seemed to be a ploy. It's definitely worked in that first 45 minutes.
Messi, a little dip to get to the ball. Alvarez, who will get to it again. To Paul. Back with Fernandez. And Lloris had to come and get it. And he came and got it a little belatedly, but at least he got there.
Well, he can't believe it, McAllister. I think he almost stops his run. You can't really see it in those pictures, but he was in. And
that one's out. To a huge cheer from those Argentina supporters.
the start Deschamps would have wanted, after what I'm sure was some harsh conversations at half-time. 45 minutes this French side, they're in the game of their lives. Need to try and find something.
It's been a programme on BBC iPlayer called How to Win the World Cup, in which we got a glimpse of some of the ways in which Didier Deschamps speaks to his players as a group. And as we have seen in that, he doesn't mince his words. It's just whether those words can have effect now in the next 45 minutes. From what we saw in the first half, it must be reasonably clear that whatever it was, the bug that went through the France camp, it's had some sort of effect on them.
Yeah.
Does not seem right.
No, it's clearly an energy issue. Just can't get going.
Forward by Upamecano. Martinez says, leave that to me. Boxing Day was mentioned. He'll be in action for Aston Villa against Liverpool, we think. There might be extended leave for a few.
Yeah.
Alvarez will beat him, and it will be a France throw. Goes Argentina's way. France unbeaten in their last 10 World Cup matches against South American sides since the World Cup that was in Argentina in 1978, when they lost to the hosts. Long time ago. Tagliafico straight in to challenge Colomboani. And again, with assistance from Di Maria. Let's have it now with Koundé. Griezmann was letting it run. Christian Romero was not letting anybody else get anywhere near that. And here's Di Maria. De Paul wants it over on the other side. There is De Paul. Technique was good. Just straight at Lloris.
Yeah, everything about the move was good. As soon as they win it, they're just on you.
Mbappé might have to do this on his own. Griezmann doesn't deflect Colomboani's way. It goes the way of Emi Martinez. Molina. Griezmann. Rabiot.
Technique from De Paul. Does well to keep it down.
Is that a foul throw? Argentina's to throw it back in now.
I think it might have been.
Such a lofty level. It is a Sunday game. Otamendi, the general, at the back for Argentina. What a match in which to bring up a century of appearances for his country. Made a mistake there, though. Colomboani was quickly in on him. There's Mbappé. I think he's got the corner, hasn't he?
He has. He's done really well to get the corner as well. I think it was Fernandez backing up his man. Otamendi who made the mistake.
And it's at the front end, such as it is. Griezmann, and Martinez makes that look as though it is the easiest job in the world.
And took it well. Need to get back, folks.
Di María. That's a good tackle. Teo Hernandez stops DePaul from delivering, but can't then kick the ball in afterwards. He's hoping, along with his injured brother Lucas, whose place he took in the team during the first game against Australia, to be the third set of brothers to win the World Cup together, but it looks a forlorn hope just at the moment. Following the Walters, Otmar and Fritz in 1954, and the Charltons, of course. Argentina corner, not in any great rush about it, even at this relatively early second-half stage.
No, they won't be. They'll be trying to manage this second half, taking their time, breaking it up, not allowing it to get into any type of rhythm. Just do what suits you at this point.
Being followed by Rabiot. It comes from Messi. Griezmann was stationed.
He's trying to find that near post, Messi. Obviously trying to set something up. There's a couple of times that he's fired one into there that's been cleared by Griezmann in the first half by Giroud.
It'll be long before the referee just has a word in the ear of Messi to tell his teammates to hurry up a bit. Alvarez. Back with Otamendi. Long way from goal there, Martinez, and he's made a real hash of it. Wanted to get involved a bit more. Up to Meccano.
I think they're the risks that you take when you start to kind of like slow the game down already. Argentina just need to keep doing what they were doing. Just keep the intensity in the game, keep pressing, keep winning that ball back.
Chouameni. Hernandez. Stopped by DePaul. Rodrigo DePaul again. He's been stopped by the outstretched leg of Adrien Rabiot. He's going to get a yellow card.
He's saying he got the ball. Not sure you did.
He's nowhere near it.
No. Bad challenge.
Right. He maybe just got a little nick of it, but not enough. That's no matter.
Still down DePaul.
DePaul of Atletico Madrid, who has done so much unselfish running during this World Cup finals.
Yeah, they won't want him to go off.
But the man we've just seen there flexing his knee, Lisandro Martinez, you were saying you'd expect 65, 70 minutes?
Potentially, yeah, it could go to a 5 after 70. We know that Scaloni likes to do that. It's a nasty tackle, you know. The more I look at that from Rabiot, probably rolled his ankle, that left one. But yeah, it's what he did against Croatia in the semi-final once they had that kind of, that buffer of the third goal. Martinez came on. I think it was Paredes they took off in midfield in that game.
Ball is upright and will continue. So will they. Romero. That'll be a free kick for France. There is some hope still in this for them. It was Tagliafico getting to grips with Colomouani. France must get the ball to their number 10 a whole lot more than they've been even close to doing in the game.
It's difficult when they're so passive in their play.
Griezmann's venturing forward here to give Koundé another option. A fake slide from Di Maria. Colomouani stopped as he threatened to enter the penalty area.
The challenge that was. Tagliafico fully committed.
Koundé. Colomouani with the touch back. Rabiot even further back to Varane. Varane is going to have to go all the way back because of the pressure that was applied by Julian Alvarez. Mbappé. Can't beat the first in the chain. It was Fernandes. Griezmann back at Messi. The whistle's already gone for the previous challenge, and if we go to Paul, he's copping a bit here.
Yeah, I think it was Mbappé I think he's lost his head a little bit here, just getting frustrated, kicks out under Paul. He acknowledges it though, holds his hand up. You can understand the frustration. He's not had a kick.
A little bit of Le Mist Rouge.
He's going to have to look at that midfield. Didier Deschamps, Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Griezmann. It's been so difficult for them in there.
Koundé. Di Maria, advantage is signalled. There's Alvarez. And Lloris felt that he had to get down at that post. He wasn't sure whether it was sneaking inside or not.
It's always going to be tough though, from that angle, to beat Lloris.
Out for the outside, I think. Towards Mbappé, surely offside, and the flag is now raised.
I mean, even if he's not offside, what's he supposed to do with that?
Martinez seeking out Di Maria. He jumped a little early, but held his lead. Di Maria. Di Maria's slaloming his way at Koundé. It's a lovely ball. It's brilliant control, but the finish is wide from Messi.
Big tackle, I think, from Rabiot. I think he just gets something on this before Messi strikes it. Brilliant from Di Maria again. But let's have a look as he's about to strike this, Messi. There, little touch from Rabiot onto him. That's why it goes wide.
Vital interception from Adrien Rabiot. That might just keep France in it.
Every time Di Maria comes to the ball, gets on the ball, this team does come to life. Jules Koundé is a centre-half, really, playing right back. It's a torrid evening.
Alvarez backing in and causing the collision between Varane and Tchouaméni. Knew what he was doing there.
I think it's more the landing there.
Theo Hernandez has lost it. He hasn't been very good at keeping it all match.
You're watching and you're trying to find something positive within this France side, but there's just nothing there. The body language even is just almost accepting of defeat at the minute.
That's gone their way. Quickly, Alvarez was there again to make it more awkward than it perhaps looked. And those are telling numbers, aren't they?
He's relentless.
Yeah. Look at those French figures. Nothing in the right-hand column. No attempts on goal and nothing on target. Thuram finds Griezmann. It's a comfortable header away. They were the third from Spurs to play in a World Cup final, following Hugo Lloris and 20 years ago Christian Ziege of Germany. McAllister, Messi, Alvarez. Alvarez plays it in. Lloris gets there with the tackle. McAllister left thumping the pitch in frustration. Griezmann, free kick France there. Tagliafico's challenge.
Well, they're just not getting it wrong at the minute with their passes. Argentina just cutting through France so easy. The ball from Messi spot on, and you think McAllister's going to get there. A bit of a nudge in the back. Going up on Ricardo, but gets away with it.
Nice flick that from Rabiot. Griezmann wants it back. Rabiot to Chouameni. Maybe now France can ask a question or two. Koundé. Kept it in. No, he didn't. Took a bit of thinking about.
Just there, just leans on McAllister. He's cute with it though. He's not too obvious, so he just gets away with it. Could have easily been given.
It's as close to side by side and shoulder to shoulder as you can get legally. Ángel Di María is going off. He's not started every game at this tournament because he has been troubled by hamstring problems this season. Hasn't played too many times for Juventus, but boy has he played for Argentina today. He has been terrific.
Really has played his part to perfection. Been razor sharp around his left-hand side. It's caused France problem after problem, and getting the hero's welcome by his teammates, and rightly so.
On in his place comes Marcos Acuna. Started at left back or left wing back in the tournament, but it's more as an orthodox left winger to help Tagliafico out as well when needs be. Here's the player from Sevilla in Spain, finding McAllister. He's got through. Messi. McAllister. And Chouameni in the right place. Tagliafico. And that hit the hand of Koundé. The referee's indicated he doesn't think there was anything deliberate in that, and he gives a goal kick for France.
He does it his arm, trying to get it out of the way. Just little body swerves there from Messi. Throws two of them. You know, all the plaudits will go to the likes of Messi and Di Maria, but been so impressed with McAllister as well in midfield. He's had a brilliant game.
Kylian Mbappe's body language is really telling right now. The greatest in the game can have off nights when they really don't want one.
Well,
can't help but think of 20 years ago and Ronaldo.
It's his team as well. He can't do it on his own. The team is not functioning.
And Mats is out 24 years ago. 20 years ago, he was terrific.
Of course, Mats is out, honestly.
Just a little bit of carelessness creeping into Argentina's play at times. Rabiot to Griezmann. Right the way across with no further touches.
Great ball.
Koundé. Not such a great ball. Tagliafico's there again, put under pressure by Kolo Muani.
He's made a difference, Kolo Muani.
Yeah.
He's been the one that seems to have it in him.
Around back to Lloris.
He's been energetic, he's been fighting.
Griezmann. It's a decent combination. The early ball was intended for Thuram.
Better.
Turned behind by Otamendi. France corner, just a few little early signs that France are doing something to make those tricklers behind the goal seem a little bit more than a trickle.
Well, that's more what we've been used to seeing from France at this World Cup. Balls into the box. Good play down that left-hand side.
Fighting in the middle, that's what they need. Won't get another corner though, goal kick Argentina. And a little bit of afters, Ramiro involved, he's been keen to make his mark all game.
He should do better, he's there, he watches it all the way, it comes off his shoulder. With Muani. Look, right off his right shoulder.
It's the closest thing to a chance I can think of.
Yeah, big chance that. More changes.
Kingsley Coman, another who has been under the weather, and Eduardo Camavinga, youngest player in the French squad. Played just the one game at the tournament, and that was when Didier Deschamps altered things for the final group game against Tunisia when they were already through, and they lost that one and didn't perform. There's Rabiot. Griezmann and Mbappé had moved inside. McAllister with the touchback. Fernandes. Messi. Koundé. Messi combined with Acuna. Koundé has it once more. And ball given against Fernandes. France wanted to make two changes, but the players out there decided the best course of action was to get on with things. There's Hernandez, and there was Romero to rather lazily and easily stroke it away.
I think they played on because they just sense a little bit of a lift in their performances of the players. And they're just trying to ride this little wave.
Chouameni. He just leant onto De Paul, and then cowered over the ball to make sure nobody could get anywhere near it. Covered rather than cowered. Koundé. Roman and Camavinga still await their turns. Height on that to clear Romero. Rabiot. Still 20 minutes left of this, plus whatever's added. Mbappé with the snapshot. Just a little too much into it.
Better though, again from Mbappé and France. Should be doing, I think, a lot better with that, really. Just leaning back. It's Griezmann who's come off.
Theo Hernandez is making way as well. Griezmann's not been able to disrupt the play and then make his little short passes and make something happen for France in this one.
He just had the best 5 minutes he's had in the whole game, to be honest with Griezmann. And he'd made his mind up, Deschamps.
To go, and it's still 2-0 to Argentina. McAllister. It's the return from Acuna. McAllister once more. Messi. Listen to the applause for Alexis McAllister. Messi. That's Fernandez.
Well, they're dancing now. McAllister initially with down in this left-hand corner. That was never going to go in though. Needed much more power.
And the day comes, and Lionel Messi does decide enough is enough in international football. And every match, every minute more that I've seen him at this tournament, there's a case for Alexis McAllister to replace that 2 on his shirt with the 1. 20 to become 10.
It's a big, big shout, but he's performing on the biggest stage right now. Wouldn't surprise me either, I have to say. Special, special talent.
Tchouaméni. Cleared by Tagliafico.
We're at a stage of the game now where he's just risking it all. Deschamps, it's almost 4 up top with Coman, Thuram, Mbappé and Kylian Mbappé.
Rabiot. Upamecano. Well watched. Brilliantly anticipated and then winning the free kick. Super work from Christian Romero.
He's done that really well all game. It's one of the best parts of his game actually, just anticipating things.
And he made sure he was going to get hurt by Tchouaméni there.
Yeah, he bought it a little bit then. No rush again to get up.
There has been something from France, but nothing to really trouble Lionel Scaloni's team. There has to be a whole lot more in what remains.
He's doing everything he can. Didier Deschamps, he's down there remonstrating with his players, switching players around. He's now asking Kylian Mbappé to come back out to this right-hand side and Thuram over to the left. It's tough work for him, it really is.
Mbappé. They're after him. And there is Romero.
Brilliant.
De Paul. And the race is on here now. Alvarez. Progress stalled by Upamecano. Couldn't steal the ball. And France have been given it. Coman. Desperate grab back at him. I think that might be a yellow card when the chance arises.
Just don't stop, does he? He was just attacking a minute ago.
And Koundé's missed that. And a throw-in is gifted to Argentina. Didier Deschamps is less than impressed with everything generally tonight.
Rightly so. World-class players just passing the ball out of play. It's not the first time either. It's happened 3 or 4 times tonight.
Attendance has been announced, and it is no surprise at all. It is a full house, 88,966. Highest attendance at a World Cup final since 94,000 flocked to the Pasadena Rose Bowl in 1994. Biggest stadium since, that's why. That was good that time.
Yeah. Makes sense, I think.
Messi. De Paul took another bump from Camavinga and then a kick. free kick, Argentina. And Rodrigo de Paul has soaked up a whole load in this match. He's been the target.
Yeah, he'll keep doing this as well. Anytime he gets kicked, he'll go down.
Incidentally, myself and Jermaine, whilst getting ourselves ready for today, we're looking at a compilation of Diego Maradona on the internet before the kickoff, and just showing why he was a great. Goodness me, he got absolutely taken out time and again throughout his playing days.
Different game, completely different game.
De Paul. Messi, who's been kicked a fair bit too. And Lloris will hold that, but not for long. France have got to get on with it. Is there an argument, Jermaine, to say, what is the 77 minutes played in the World Cup final? They're taking risks, but not enough yet.
They've decided, haven't they, that they're going to be giving up the space to Argentina, whether they catch them on the counter-attack or like that. He's got so many attacking players on the pitch now, Deschamps, that they're going to get caught, or it's going to pay off for them. But at the minute, they're not offered enough. I think the story post this game is going to be an interesting one to hear about what's happened in the camp.
Touch from Mbappé. Otamendi had the head start, but he's been beaten now by Thuram. And Thuram's down, and that's going to be a penalty. Possibly a way back beckons for France. Oh, it was Kylian Mbappé who got goal side of Otamendi.
Right, it's poor from Otamendi, and brilliant from possibly France's best player since coming on the pitch, Kylian Mbappé. He should have just dealt with it straight away. But we mentioned about Kylian Mbappé. He's had that bite in his game, that aggression, that will to get his team back into it, and he might just have done it.
Well, this is huge. From the same spot that Argentina's number 10 casually, coolly, regally put the ball in the net. Kylian Mbappé has the chance.
He's had some big moments, Andy Martinez, in an Argentina shirt, probably bigger than this.
Mbappé to get the game back on. He's done it. And France are now in one big hurry. Allez, says the president.
Well, it's game on. And it's massive from Mbappé. He goes the right way, Martinez. But he just gets enough on it to stick it in that bottom corner. And that's going to give this side some energy. Big 15-20 minutes left in this game.
No relaxing end to this World Cup final. Remember what happened to Argentina against the Netherlands just a couple of games ago.
And there's been enough injuries for a lot of time to be added on in this game, trust me.
First time we've seen that level of agitation in the emotion of Lionel Scaloni.
That's what they've been waiting for. Something, anything, a mistake. And they got it. Otamendi gave it to them, one of their most experienced players. Just had to clear his lines.
There's Upamecano. Messi. Acuña's on the way down the left. Messi's on the way there too, but he's been robbed by Coman. There's a hunger about France. A desire that's been missing. Mbappé gets the return! flash, in a heartbeat, in under 90 seconds of the match, France have come from 2-0 down to be level. And it is their star, their 10, who has the X factor.
Well, they were out of it. They were finished. But when you've got world-class talent in your team, you've always got a chance. And that is sensational. A 1-2 and a finish to die for. It was Messi who lost the ball. But talk to me about that finish from Mbappé. Pure, struck with quality. He knows as soon as he hit it, that's in the back of the net. And his gamble's paid off.
The defending champions of the world have turned themselves on and turned this game around. 3 minutes ago.
Dragged back into it again. Argentina 2 goals up and cruising. Not able to get over the line.
Now they have to effectively start again. Alvarez. Acuna. Twist and a turn. Fernandez finds Upamecano in his way. Camavinga. It was won by Colomouani. It's Thuram who works to keep it and sets off down the touchline. And he didn't go very far. Argentina are back to playing as they were playing until they slowed it all down.
Well, the energy's just completely different in the game. It's shifted.
What a charge that is from Thuram. Mbappé now looking for Colomouani, who couldn't stay high enough for long enough.
Oh, well, these two, Moane and Thuram, have come to life. They've been an absolute nuisance for France. He's added the quality with the 2 goals.
He's done a Messi, quiet for so long, and then the main man in the match. He's also overtaken Lionel Messi inside 90 seconds in the race for the Golden Boot. It's all been happening. Let's not forget, he's one away from becoming only the 2nd player ever to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final.
It's incredible considering the game that France have had.
That 2nd goal to make it 2-2. It's only a statistic, it doesn't really matter today, but that's the 100th goal that Argentina have conceded in the World Cup. They shouldn't really have conceded 1 today.
They can't deal with the physical nature that Moane and Thuram have brought to the table. You know, the quality that goes along with it, but they're powerful. It was similar to when they played against the Netherlands. They brought on a bit of size, they went a bit longer, but this has been different for France.
Koundé. There's a stunned silence away to the left. There is Allez les Bleus, La Marseillaise, and all of the French songbook booming out from the right. And Didier Deschamps is calm again. Maybe he was blessed with holy water after all. Argentina are struggling all of a sudden. That's bounced off Rabiot. Is that another penalty? No, the referee's given it the other way. And the yellow card is out as well. Shown to Thuram.
Well, it's going to be interesting to have a look at it. He's nodding, which indicates to me that he did dive.
Well, Dad's not showing a lot of emotion.
He has a nibble, Fernandez. He pulls it out of the way. Yeah, it's a dive. He leaves his leg in there to run.
Well spotted, Mr. Marciniak.
I'll tell you what wasn't mentioned is Otamendi not getting a card.
And conceding the penalty.
Yeah.
The second World Cup final to feature 2 penalties. The previous one was 1974 when the referee was England's Jack Taylor. And it's the same pattern. Netherlands scored first, Germany equalised, West Germany as they were. West Germany then went and won it. It could be happening for France this time. Going to be a delay so that treatment could be administered for another aerial challenge that's caused pain.
Look at this, a 1-2. Brilliant bit of play. I think it was poor from Molina, but you cannot question the quality in the biggest of moments from one of the biggest players on the planet to get his country back into this game.
I'm remembering rightly, that wasn't dissimilar to one of the goals that he scored in the 4-3 thriller between these two in Kazan at the last World Cup, when he scored 2 again.
He's an absolute superstar.
And it's only a few minutes, or barely moments before he scored that penalty. We were saying, and I think with justification, the body language, look, he seemed a beaten player. Not now.
Well, he's just waiting. You know, I mentioned that his team were not there with him, but I think the changes, like I mentioned, with Kylian Mbappé and Thuram coming onto the pitch, and Coman, who wins the ball actually for the second goal, just added some energy, some belief into the side. Got to give a lot of credit to Didier Deschamps. He was watching a beat inside and he's tried everything. Made changes in the first half. He's mixed things up. He's changed things around. He's done as much as he possibly can as a manager to do what he can do from the sidelines, and he's now demanding more. That's what winners do.
Rabiot's okay. There's not as much feeling in those movements now.
You can't help but think as well, since Di Maria came off the pitch, that threat has shifted a little bit for Argentina.
The ref's just given that as a throw. Ramiro leaping. Rabiot taken away from Colomboani by Otamendi. Mbappé. Here's Coman. Koundé was leaving it for Chouameni and then had to adjust quickly. Into added time, there'll be 8 more minutes. And it's France now who look the team more likely to win this before we go to extra time. Coman's overdone that a bit. Alvarez. Mbappé. Offside.
Yeah, Argentina have lost all the composure. What a game. It was so close, and then that man turned up.
Towards Acuna. Koundé's header going straight to Tagliafico. Tagliafico will try to get there, but it seemed as though he was running on the beach for a moment. Soft sand. Oh, what could have been? Oh, what still might be, but without him. Thuram. Free kick France.
The problem they've got, Argentina, is it's been an absolute body blow dealing with those 2 goals. And they're struggling. Whereas with France now, all of a sudden, the belief's there. Got to kind of get to extra time and just regroup.
And we saw glimpses of it in the 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes before half-time when Thuram and Kolo Muani came on.
This is a big problem for Argentina with the players that France have got on the pitch as well. If the delivery's right.
Mbappé doesn't reach anybody in Navy. That took a little flick off Coman for an Argentina throw-in. Just to reiterate the fact we gave you in the first half. Before this World Cup started, Argentina had won their previous 27 games at the World Cup when they've been in front at half-time. This now looks like 3 in this competition when they haven't. And there's Mbappé going again, and that's deflected, and it might be a good job that it was. It's going to be a corner, and he is now absolutely hell-bent on winning this World Cup final single-handedly.
He wants his hat-trick. It's a big block, I think, from Otamendi. Just hangs his leg out. Every time he gets the ball, his eyes are just lighting up.
This has almost felt like, in one match, the passing of the torch. You've had your moment, 10. This 10's time. Martinez gets to it. Camavinga. Coman. Breezing past the challengers before being fouled just outside, but the advantage is played. Rabiot shot. Martinez couldn't hold it, but he's got it now.
Oh, it's brilliant from Coman. So sharp. I think the referee's right to play on. Romero just smothers it with his legs. Keeps his cool. Big save from Martinez.
And here go Argentina. There is still time for them. Messi. Throw-in. Simon Marciniak's coming to the touchline here, and he's got the yellow card out of his pocket, and he's running in the direction of Didier Deschamps.
Deschamps is pointing at someone else, so I don't think it is Deschamps.
It's not. It's one of the French. It's Olivier Giroud. He's getting a yellow card for talking out of turn.
He's angry that the free kick wasn't given, but play on was the shout.
Messi. Mbappé. Trying to get away from one, seeing the run in the middle as well. Kolo Muani not able to complete the job, not yet. He might yet. With the ball coming back to him, and he keeps on scrapping. And Argentina had the numbers around. There will be football watchers around the world who, before the semi-final against Morocco, had never heard the name Randall Kolo Muani. What a big part he's played in both matches.
Yeah. We know him now.
Acuna. Tagliafico. Now it won't stick with McAllister and co. It's a desperate attempt to win it back by Tagliafico. Chouameni to Lloris.
Can't help but feel that Scaloni kind of got it wrong with that change. With Acuna coming onto the pitch.
And I wonder if Di Maria's injury problems this season.
Yeah, but he'd been going to a 5 and
True.
He decided not to.
Here is Acuna, and here is Alvarez. Messi's got his arm in the air, almost politely over on the other side. He is free. And De Paul has given him the ball. Here goes Messi! Hugo Lloris, eyes like a hawk.
Oh, what a moment. He just cuts in and leathers it straight down the middle. Lloris has to watch it all the way onto his hand. Moves a little bit at the end as well. Does really well to get something on it and get it over the bar.
France's gendarme-in-chief. What a stop.
I mean, as moments go.
Say it's routine goalkeeping, I suppose, but in the context and the timing, the match, what a stop.
Big, big save.
Messi. Here's Coman. And Acuña's taken him out. The referee had already blown his whistle. Yellow card Acuña. France just wanted to get on with it. That was cynical from Marcos Acuña.
It was, but he had to make the foul.
We'll roll on the next 30 minutes if we get there.
I mean, I'm loving it.
Coman. He's been terrific since coming on. Thinks that Coman makes some room for himself. Messi. Alvarez. He can still go. Can Alvarez find the pass? He can! Messi unable to get it fully over to De Paul. And the game for now is over. But thankfully, for those of us who love thrilling football at the highest level possible, we're going to get at least another half hour of this because of him. Kylian Mbappé, who came alive when his country needed him. Argentina 2, France 2.
Goodness me, football, eh? Those Argentinian fans thought they were cruising to victory until that man, Kylian Mbappé, decided otherwise. First, a nicely taken penalty. Secondly, an extraordinary finish on the volley. And France come back from nowhere.
They find a way, and boy, have they found a way back into this game.
Who's best placed to win now? I suppose France have the momentum, they have the belief going into it, but Argentina can pick themselves up, which they did against Netherlands, although it ended in a penalty shootout and dominated.
Calm and just playing in the same way we did in the first half. I know when Di Maria the master was just like, we lost a big player, but that's normal.
He hadn't played
from injury, yeah, he was tired.
I'm begging one of the superstars to size this game now. It's made for one of them two. That man there, Messi or Mbappé.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? It's been that sort of game, hasn't it?
It's been unbelievable, Gary. Incredible.
Really has. Mbappé now leading the golden boot chase, but that's not what will be on the players' mind now. It'll be who's going to lift that golden trophy. Let's find out. Back to Jermaine Genius and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. There has been one more substitution during the break. Argentina have swapped their right back. Manuel Molina has paid the price for being ripped into finally by Kylian Mbappé. And on in his place has come Gonzalo Montiel, who is more of a proper act-out fullback. Not quite as concerned with getting forward. Front foot forward for both teams over the next 30 minutes.
Well, they look shocked, Argentina, that they're even in this position. But they've got to find something.
And there's fire back in the eyes.
Oh, yeah. If you want a hat-trick in a World Cup final, there'll be fire in your eyes as well.
It's bordering on the ridiculous.
Bordering.
Bordering, yeah. So away we go. It is the 8th time that the World Cup final has gone to extra time. Only 2 have gone all the way to penalties. 94, Brazil against Italy and the USA in 2006. France losing out to Italy and Germany. Cleared by Varane. Taking in 94, I could catch a glimpse before kick-off of Roberto Baggio in the stadium here today. Mind you, you've never been more than 10 yards away from a global football superstar in this stadium this evening.
Thank you.
Oh, dear me. Never took your chances like that on the field. That was magnificent. Poacher. Acuna. Romero. Thuram a little overzealous and just has to be a little bit careful as well. Incidentally, no father and son combo have both won the World Cup. Marcus Thuram, the 25th, whose dad was also in a World Cup squad. That gold medal has never found its way into the possession of two generations. Fernandez. Cunha. Wicked ball in. But the strike that followed wasn't quite so accomplished from McAllister.
There's some clearances by Varane, by the way. Under a lot of pressure. It's whipped in by Acuna.
He's trying to get Coman going. Here's McAllister. De Paul. Messi floating away to the right. Support from Montiel. And Messi did not deceive the youngest player in the French camp, Eduardo Camavinga.
I just don't think he can be booked, Messi. It's like he's not allowed to be booked.
Well, that happened against the Dutch, didn't it? He really ought to have seen yellow long before he did. Varane. Back with Hugo Lloris. Throughout all of his years in the game, he must have had a little bit of a feeling inside that, well, this one slipped away.
It seemed that way.
Helped on by Thuram. What is even more encouraging for France is that they've got back into this because of their next generation coming through. And then you think of the players who haven't made it to this World Cup with them. The likes of Kimpembe, Kante, Pogba and Kunku, Chelsea bound. Heck of a talent.
Benzema.
Benzema too. Ballon d'Or holder. And there's Karamuani. Alvarez.
That's what they've started doing more of, France, winning the ball. Muani, Kingsley Coman, that's how they got the goal, the second one. Coman taking it off Messi. It was all too passive for the best part of, what, 70-odd minutes.
Acuna jumping into the tackle. Booked for a cynical challenge towards the end of the 90. And look at this, he's not anywhere near them, he's not looking at the ball. Pretty good job for him that he actually won it. Another France change. Rabiot has run his last at this World Cup. It's going to be Youssouf Fofana to come on for him. Took his place in the last game against Morocco. Another one with a bright future ahead, only 23, from Monaco, or plays with Monaco.
Yeah, and more fresh legs as well. They're up against now Fernandes, De Paul and McAllister, looking a bit weary.
Down goes Camavinga. Fofana. Koundé. Upamecano. Caught a ball if he meant it. Mbappé offside. It didn't work anyway. Mbappé was just caught by the challenge.
Oh, he's absolutely nailed him here, Romero. He's got no thought at all of like staying with him. As soon as Mbappé turns, he just hits him. Wallet right on top of his foot. He's such an aggressive player, Romero. He's almost wanting to win the ball and leave a bit on you every time he challenges.
Such is Mbappe's mindset now. There's a little smile on his face as he limps away.
Yeah, you don't want to light him up too much.
Messi. His light has gone out a little bit as this game's gone on. There might be a spark left. Acuna. Messi will be challenged by Camavinga. It's flighted back in by De Paul. Not flighted out. Goal kick France.
There's nothing much happening here. Well, bad flight of ball towards that back post, but it's all a little bit off the cuff now for Argentina, less clinical.
Rabiot has taken the applause of the French fans and the congratulations of former Arsenal man Matteo Guendouzi, who's going through his preparation routines just in case. One more change left available for France. Coman. Awkwardly off the head of Romero.
Scaloni needs to have a little look now. His team looked wary at best. Needs to start utilising his squad. I think he's looking at making a couple of changes.
Here's that, Leandro Paredes and Lautaro Martinez getting ready. It's Montiel. It's Fernandes running the ball straight into Thuram. Kolo Muani takes over. Kolo Muani went on a mazy run, which didn't get him all the way into the box. It has resulted in pain at the end of it. De Paul. Collected by Camavinga. Mbappé. Oh. Quicksilver. Mbappé. Racing again, but Alvarez there first. Alvarez soaking up the challenges. That's brilliant work, and that will be a free kick for France.
Much better. So good. They're fired up. Look at them.
Just terrific that from Youssouf Fofana.
It's just pressure. All over the pitch now. They've got pressure. They've got energy. They're looking the more likely to go and get this done in extra time.
Kingsley Coman has the responsibility of getting this just right. Drilled back by Fofana. Coman's racing to get there first again. Messi was there first, but it will now be a France corner.
the great man sensing the desperation in his side right now.
Coman trying to get it into the thick of it, but didn't reach. Koundé. Messi. Challenged by Chouameni. Referee's brought back the play for an earlier offside. I thought that might be the case when that ball was played in from the right.
The official don't put his flag up, so there's definitely an offside in there.
Walter Samuel. That's the last couple of bits of instruction for Lautaro Martinez and Leandro Paredes. Montiel isn't going any further.
No, he's been good, Camavinga, since coming on.
Kolomuani. He's turned into Mbappé. Problem. And he's back making the challenge again. That one too robust on McAllister, who's going to get a ticking off from the referee for trying to referee the game himself. Just a word, whilst we can, for Mr. Marciniak, the best advert I've ever seen, and not just today, but over the last few seasons, for some professionals at the top level going into refereeing. Knows the game.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Been very, very good. Does it with authority, don't he?
Apparently he was a nightmare to officiate himself, a fiery midfielder. And here are the Argentina changes. The next two, De Paul is off, and Alvarez is off. Well, both have run and run and run, but will run no more this World Cup. Paredes and Lautaro Martinez on. Lautaro Martinez, winning penalty aside in the shootout against the Netherlands, has not turned it on as we know he can, and as he does for Inter, maybe the stage is set.
Well, he's had lots of chances. It just hasn't quite gone for him. He's got one big chance to do something for his country here. He won't be bothered about all those missed chances in the previous games. If he can stick one in the back of the net here.
Don't forget, in that quarter-final, similar story, even more dramatically actually. Perhaps so late against the Dutch, 2-0 up to 2-2, but they held it together and won on penalties. Romero with the ball forward. This is McAllister. Also looking ahead, perhaps a little prematurely. All four of their penalty scorers in that quarter-final are now on the field. Here's Paredes, who was one of them. Cunha really was a little bit wild.
Really poor. And considering he's one of the players that's come on with fresh legs, he needs to offer a bit more than that.
Maurice looking for Thuram. Terrific high jump that from McAllister. Now Martinez finds Fernandez. McAllister. Messi makes himself available. Messi finds McAllister, and Messi now finds Martinez. What a block! The follow-up from Montiel, and another one, this time Varane in the way.
Well, he just injected some pace into the play, Messi. Brilliant link-up between him and Martinez. But what about that block there? Massive, massive block. Upamecano doing his bit. Varane just finishing it off. The first time, really, we've seen in a while, just Argentina coming to life.
Romero at the back of the pack. Just 1 minute added to this initial 15 in extra time. Fernandes chases. France throw won by Chouameni.
Huge block. Just don't know whether Martinez could just move his feet quick enough or just been harsh because he come out of nowhere really. Upamecano for that.
Koundé. Coman. Acuna turns and gets away with it and looks to find Lautaro Martinez! Martinez puts it wide! Claims a corner, doesn't get it.
That's a brilliant run and the perfect ball. The touch is fine. He's claiming a corner. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think he's right.
Upamecano there again.
Again, two huge bits of defending to keep his country in this tie.
Well, there's the key player of the first period of extra time, right at the end of it. The Bayern Munich centre-back, Dayot Upamecano. Two vital blocks. One he took full, one he got a nick on. Absolutely essential. Didier Deschamps having a wild exchange there with Marcus Thuram, once more from him for some reason or another, and now he regains his equilibrium and draws his players back in. We shouldn't talk about penalties yet, Jermaine, should we? Went far too soon. There's a big 15 left in this.
You know what? There's a lot of games in extra time where you just think, oh, this is a bit of a dead rubber, let's just get to penalties. There's some life in this game. I think both sides have shown those little sparks of energy, those little moments where somebody wants to write their name in history and go and get it done before penalties. I think the couple of changes that Argentina have made there have brought them to life, got them right back in this game. Big second half of extra time coming up.
Argentina have been here before, literally in this stadium before. This is their 5th game at this magnificent venue. It's France's first time, and their first time in extra time.
Well, Deschamps in the middle of that circle there, just trying to rally the troops, give them one last push. He's done everything. We mentioned earlier the changes, brilliant management.
Those NATO summits, they're easy, aren't they? Compared to having to put yourself through this. Incidentally, the president of Argentina, Alberto Fernandez, is not here. He's watching from his official residence in Olivos, Buenos Aires. He was worried about being branded Mufa, bad luck, and decided to stay put and watch on the television. I hope Senor Fernandez is okay. He's been put through it as well. Away we go, the last 15 minutes, barring the penalty shootout of the 2022 World Cup. A tournament that has been asked questions of, quite rightly. Once the games have started, the football by and large, as happens at every World Cup tournament, pretty much everyone has taken care of itself and been a treat. What other treats lie in store? Well, there's Messi with a lovely pass. And that one's gone over the top. That wasn't quite so accomplished. Nothing for Lloris to be worried about.
It's the two wide players that have come on fresh that are delivering the poor quality in the game. Good position there. Montiel on that occasion. Penny for his thoughts. He was nearly there, wasn't he?
For theirs as well. They're watching intently, aren't they?
Yeah, they've both been there.
Pogba ruled out of the tournament injured. If I remember rightly, David Trezeguet has some Argentinian ancestry.
Good knowledge.
And he's supporting France fully here, you'd think. Lovely ball forward, but Lloris is ready for it. Just got there in the nick of time.
And a tiny little shift in formation. France in the second half gone much more to a kind of 4-4-2. Colonel Moani will just drop a little bit deeper in behind Mbappé, but Koeman and Thuram have got a lot closer to their fullbacks.
Messi must have been moving. Lloris down, it seemed in laboured fashion, but he got down and made absolutely sure. And there's a little bit of debate about whether it's a corner or a goal kick, and it is. Well, at first a corner seemed to be given, and now the assistant referee's got his flag up saying goal kick.
Lloris should be doing better with that, to be honest with you. I'm not sure why he's parrying that into play. He's either got to go out or he's got to just catch it.
Look up at the big screens that are in all four corners of the stadium from Mbappé. There's a stop on the Paris Metro called Argentina, and the authorities covered the name today and just renamed it France, just for the day. And this did look like being the end of the line for France, but instead they might all be flocking there later on. It's just one stop from the Arc de Triomphe. There's Messi. Messi wants it again. Lloris in the way. Was it off the line or over the line? The referee's had a look at the watch.
Offside.
Well, the referee has pointed to the middle and said goal. It will be looked at, but for now, it is an all-Argentinian, all-in celebration. Mbappé wants clarification. Messi is in the middle of that pack. He might have just won the World Cup.
Well, I'll tell you when it is, because Martinez is onside here. But it's this pass here, and he's onside. Martinez, nothing wrong with that. Comes out to Messi, that goal should stand. Really good save from Hugo Lloris. Is clearly over the line. There's no reason whatsoever that this should be disallowed. And I don't think it will be.
Lionel Messi with one more magical, magnificent twist in the tail. Argentina have their lead back, and this time with every fibre of their beings, they must hold on.
He's pointing to the gods. And these fans are going wild. You knew there was going to be more in this extra time. It wasn't done. And he's had his say, Messi. We'll have to see if France can get back into it again.
Di María is choking back the tears there. Too much for him to watch. Argentina 3, France 2. 10 minutes to go.
You just can't catch your breath. The play is brilliant for Martinez. Look at that little touch there, the 1-2. He's onside, just held his run to perfection. And everything from there, just top play, really is. Hit the target, make the keeper work, follow it in. Look at the emotion.
Sergio Aguero, just like old times, has been Lionel Messi's roommate for the last week and a bit. Now he's chief cheerleader. Well, he's scored wonder goals. He's scored 793 goals in an amazing career. But these two today are the biggest and the best that he's ever got, however they went in. If Argentina hold what they have.
Well, they've already given it at once. I'll be absolutely shocked if Scaloni don't do something just to shore it up a little bit more.
Acuna. Being barked at by Scaloni as he plays it into Lautaro Martinez, who's taking on Varane and losing.
He's been good. Hasn't got his goal, but he's been really good.
And Varane was absolutely gone in the legs there. He was shattered as he bundled it out.
That's what you call giving everything.
He's been one that's been struggling with the bug.
He's just left it all out there. That's all you can do in the biggest game in the world.
And on comes Kanate for a stricken Varane.
I feel for him.
Lautaro Martinez wins a throw. Acuna. It's Kona who was trying to keep it as best he could, and now it's gone behind for a France goal kick. And they have to go back to what they were doing before. Gamble, charge, get everybody in dark blue up the field. Here's Camavinga trying to start that process. Doing well with it too. Taken out. That is cynical. That is non-shall pass to the extreme.
It's a bad challenge, it really is. He's given himself some time to think about this one, the referee.
The yellow is out.
Yeah.
Leandro Paredes offering his explanation and sympathies. He doesn't mean a bit of it.
He just said enough's enough. They can still do this, France. They've shown they've got enough to get themselves back into it at 2-0 down.
Coleman's chip. This is Koundé. Going on here. Kanata's trying to win. The Liverpool centre-back has been brought on as a centre-forward.
Yeah. He's throwing his weight about as well. Tagliafico doing all he can to stay with him. The change is made. There's McAllister coming off in different class.
And Germain Petzela will come on in his place, centre-back. McAllister has faded a little from the game, but until he started to, he was fantastic.
But as expected from Scaloni, the change I expected in the first half to be in the second half of normal time.
He brought on Petzela's height to see the game out against the Dutch, and it didn't work. Same job to do.
Well, the option of Martinez has gone with Petzela.
Coleman. There's Mbappé. Ooh. It was charged at.
Penalty.
And the referee says just outside, hasn't he?
He pointed at the spot, I'm sure he did.
He did. And the arm came out for sure. There is another change around here, a France penalty. Straight away lifted his arm and said, yeah, arm out, hit the elbow. Yellow card Montiel, and here is the big France chance again.
But it just keeps swinging emotionally, this game, all over the place. And Mbappe's on a hat-trick, he's got the ball in his hand.
So Jeff Hurst look away now. This is the moment, possibly, for only the second ever hat-trick scored in a World Cup final. Bigger than that, though. This is the moment to rescue France once more. He's done it once, twice, How about 3 times Kylian Mbappé? Surely not a time to be cute. Instinct will take over. Mbappé is the man. A hat-trick in the biggest game of all. This will surely lay claim to be the greatest World Cup final that's ever been seen.
We've just seen the president. That boy's a king. A hat-trick in a World Cup final. And a penalty stuck away as cool as you like. There was mind games. He's already took one. And he stuck it in exactly the same place. And he's broke those Argentinian hearts again.
But Argentina go again. And that one's pulled back in Messi's direction, and he nearly got it by good fortune. Camavinga. Messi takes over. Messi on the move. Acuna with the slide. There's no thinking about any penalties from these two teams. Acuna, and that's going to go behind for an Argentina corner. Less than a minute and a half of extra time remains.
There can't be any more moments, surely. He's given us everything this game.
Messi's corner. Lloris stayed back on his line. It will be dealt with by those in front of him. Mbappé can't keep that one in. Throw in for Argentina. From 9 to 12 World Cup goals in the final. 12 World Cup goals before he reaches the age of 24. Level with Pena. Mbappé. Looking in the middle for Colomboani! He just needed a little bit more. The tiniest more touch on it.
But that was the moment. He just couldn't quite get there. He's stretching and praying they can just get anything on that.
Hold on, everybody, there are 3 minutes more of this. And more changes happening. Axel Disasi is on for France. Paulo Dybala is coming on for Argentina.
Some penalty thoughts from Argentina's point of view, in short.
A little bit of a disagreement going on with those in charge of the admin. Koundé off, Disasi on. And off goes Tagliafico for Argentina for Dybala to take the stage. Crunching tackle comes in from Canate. A centre forward no longer, he's back in his usual place. Otamendi. Won by Coman. Acuna. challenge by Coman. We're all looking at the man in the middle. The referee now, as Dybala tries to put it somewhere in the direction of Lautaro Martinez. Messi, Lautaro Martinez. Is he strong enough? Is he cool enough? Lloris is, and the flag is up for offside.
Well, it seemed tight, but it's a tiny little step there from Konate. Just steps up at the perfect time, catches Martinez offside.
Headed away by Otamendi. There's Konate with one more punt forward. Colomboani is in! Martinez with the save! The save that has kept Argentina in with a chance of world glory. Messi. Here they go again. Martinez waits in the middle. That had to be.
But he couldn't have wished for any more end-to-end stuff. The save for Martinez is massive. He strikes it well, Moani. But Martinez has just made the biggest save of his life. Take a breath.
Lloris will get this far, far away. Won by Tchouaméni, surely not one more chance. Mbappé hopes so. Ramiro tries to keep him wide. Good luck with that. Mbappé. Mbappé! I was about to say no way. And there was no way through at the end.
There nearly was.
And that, for now, is that. Kylian Mbappé with a World Cup final hat-trick, with a display of mental strength from the penalty spot that you just have to marvel at. And there's more to come where they're concerned, because the 22nd World Cup final has gone to penalties. This one, like no other. Today, I feel exhausted.
In your life, have you ever seen a game of football like that, let alone a World Cup final? Truly, truly extraordinary. It looked like Messi had pulled his team back again from the brink, and then Messi went down the other end, and Mbappé got his second penalty in the first player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final since 1966, and a certain Sir Geoff Hurst. Incredible scenes inside the stadium, incredible atmosphere. I don't think anyone can quite believe what they're seeing. Well, Alan, have you seen a final like this, let alone a World Cup final?
No, never. I'm not sure we ever will either in my time. It's just crazy. I mean, the jewel in the desert, anything you can do, I can do better. Saying you get 2, I'm going to get 3. I mean, we asked who was going to come out on top, who was going to perform at the very, very highest level against the best in the biggest tournament of all, and both of them have. It's just been absolutely relentless. It's just it's incredible to be here.
Both players have just stood up. I mean, they've been the difference in this game, haven't they? As we hoped, as we wanted, and now we've got the ultimate challenge, a penalty shootout.
The real moments of quality has been them two players. Mbappé had another kick, and do you know what it is? You this type of final, you want to see the two best players go at it head-to-head, and they've just gone toe-to-toe and absolutely delivered on a level that we've never ever seen it on this type of stage. This is the best final I think anyone would wish for.
Pablo, I can hear your heart pumping from here.
This World Cup final is way too tense. No, it's just, listen, we will never forget that game, that's for sure. I was so lucky to be here. I to enjoy a game like that. What a game. Thank you to the French player and Argentine player for this. For that game, it's been incredible.
Yeah.
Please let the final be up here.
Yeah.
I mean, the penalties be up here near us, please.
I'm not going to ask you who you think might win. We really don't know. Martinez has been superb from penalties. Penalty shootout in the semi-final against Colombia. In Copa America, saved 2 against Netherlands to get them into the semi-finals. 2 World Cups have been decided by a penalty shootout. Brazil defeated Italy back in 1994. Remember the Baggio moment? And Italy beat France in 2006. Argentina have been involved in 6 penalty shootouts, the most in World Cup history, and have claimed the most shootout victories with 5. Their only defeat came to Germany back in the 2006 quarter-finals. Lionel Messi and Lionel Scaloni were unused substitutes in that game. France won 2 of their 4 World Cup penalty shootouts in the 1986 quarter-finals against Brazil and 98 quarter-finals against Italy. Les Bleus lost in the 1982 semi-finals versus West Germany and in the 2006 final versus Italy. None of that counts for anything now. Back to Jermaine Genius and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. Well, the most important toss of the coin at this World Cup went Argentina's way. The penalties will be taken at the end, at which their fans are massed, and I mean massed. And ready to play their part, as are Emi Martinez of Aston Villa and Hugo Lloris of Tottenham Hotspur. Martinez likes the mind games. He will have a word with everybody daring to strike the ball towards his goal. Lloris, a little more of a cool cat. Well, it comes to this.
Yeah, no one's been as cool as this lad, though. Stepping up for the 3rd time. He's strided up there with so much confidence.
As it should be, Mbappé will go first for France. And Mbappé will score for France. 3 times on the spot. 3 times in the net.
And it goes the right way this time. Martinez gets his hand there as well, I think. Just, agonisingly close.
And whatever you can do, I will endeavour to do as well, is Lionel Messi's message.
Well, the 2 top boys in the team stepping up first, as you like to see.
Brazil didn't do with Neymar. He was left wondering. Never going to be the case with Lionel Messi. And he rolls it in. Well, that's stylish. That's incredible.
Ridiculous is what it is. It's just ice cold from Lionel Messi.
That is not a normal penalty.
Not in front of those fans as well.
At this time, this occasion. We've seen a bit of everything extra with every day. Kingsley Coman on the spot for France. Saved by Martinez! The first cheers are Argentina's.
Well, he's the big man for the big stage when it comes to penalty shootouts, Martinez. He's guessed the right way again. Big save. Hits him in the body. Doesn't matter. He saved it.
Paulo Dybala, who came on as a substitute at the very end of extra time. This is what he was brought on to do. And Dybala does it. Straight down the middle. 2-1 after 2 in Argentina's favour.
I'll tell you what, talk about Messi's penalty. That takes some courage as well, by the way. He's not smashed it down the middle. He just passed it down the middle.
Wonder when tiredness will take its toll, because Here's a young man who has covered some ground these last few weeks. Tchouaméni.
Well, Martinez has just thrown the ball away.
He's done that before. This is all part of his penalty routine. Make them work.
Just threw it away. Unbelievable.
Just stern words from the referee. Tchouaméni had to fetch. Tchouaméni really has to score. Wide! The mind games of Martinez worked.
He just drags it. There's no doubt that man right there is having a massive impact mentally in this penalty shootout. Courage from Tchouaméni for stepping up in the first place. You have to respect it.
Leandro Paredes is a regular from the spot. And you can put Argentina on the brink here. Paredes does exactly what he had to do. And one way or the other, Argentina are one kick away.
Well, it's not his best. All that matters is it hits the back of the net. Just puts his foot through it. Lloris goes the right way. Just can't quite get a strong enough hand on it. There he goes again, Martinez.
The referee's taken ownership of the ball this time. And it is a yellow card for Emi Martinez as those French supporters look on from the other end forlornly. Kolo Muani must score, and he has. That's been the way he's played the game ever since coming on.
Well, he had that huge chance, didn't he, at the end of extra time, that I'm sure was on his mind then, but he's done the job. Great penalty, smash right down the middle.
This for the World Cup, Gonzalo Montiel. In one kick of the ball's time, he can make his country champions of the football world. It's Argentina! Kings of football for the third time, and the tears will fall. The first World Cup to have taken place since the death of Diego, the first one won in the life of Lionel. It came down to nerve. Argentina had the bottle and the belief, and a goalkeeper who did everything within his power to make absolutely sure that they did it the hard way again. And that man, one of the greatest, arguably the greatest ever to play the game, is a World Cup winner.
I can't get my head around what I've just witnessed as a game. One of the greatest moments in football in history. Credit to the French, to that man right there. They did everything to get back into this game. He's got a World Cup hat-trick.
And he will come again.
Oh yes, he will. He's too good not to.
And so will this France team that's got so much youth on its side and so much potential. For a couple particularly in the Argentina blue and white stripes, Lionel Messi and Ángel Di María, this was it. This was their last shot at the greatest glory the game can give. And after they both played their part in a monumental match, all 2 hours plus of it, would you believe it, it's somebody rather more unsung, Gonzalo Montiel, who had his moment in the sun. And Sergio Aguero is just a regular fan for the rest of the night. Can you imagine the scenes in Buenos Aires and beyond? For the first time since 1986, Argentina World Cup winners.
Oh my word, a final for the ages. After a wait of 36 years, when the late, great Diego Armando Maradona lifted the World Cup trophy, Argentina have won it again, the 3rd time in their history. Like the team of 1986, they have done it with the help of a left-footed, diminutive genius. Like the team of 86, they led by 2-0 with only minutes remaining. Like 86, they recovered and they won. And they did it in a penalty shootout, and they did it against a side who had the next truly great footballer of our time in Kylian Mbappé, who scored a hat-trick, which only one player has ever done before, Sir Geoff Hurst in 1966. Imagine scoring a hat-trick in a World Cup final and not winning. What a game of football, Alan.
I've never seen anything like it. It was a pleasure to be here, to say thank you to those two, to Messi and to Mbappé. I said before the game, I felt it was written in the stars for the biggest star, and it was. The way they kept going, the mentality they had to show in terms of the penalties, the belief, the courage to stand there and take a penalty in any game, let alone the biggest game of them all, in the way the game shaped. Well done, and thank you for entertaining us. It was just unbelievable.
Messi's last game, of course, for Argentina. The last dance has, well, produced a perfect 10.
Yeah. I can sit here and I can tell my grandkids someday that I was here for this moment, for this final. I feel blessed to have been able to sit here and witness not only Messi lift the World Cup and produce a performance like he has, but to see the next generation of greatness coming through in Mbappé, scoring 3 penalties today and a hat-trick in normal time. I mean, phenomenal. So what a way to finish your international career. This is fairy tale business.
Pablo, can you speak?
Oh, no.
Tell me what this means to Argentina.
I mean, it's one of those moments, sorry.
That's okay.
I was just looking at Messi and I know what it means.
I feel the same when I'm Argentina.
It's just well done to France and Mbappé. I mean, thank you for everybody for that great game. We really enjoyed it. But a perfect story for Messi as well, and everybody. I mean, we really enjoy it. I like the guys say, I'm so pleased and so happy to be here. I enjoy it.
I know you're emotional, and quite rightly so. So are all those people in there. Tell us what it will mean to Lionel Messi, someone that you know very well.
I mean, I've been part of that team, the youth team, when he came for the first time to play for the national team, and you know, he came to represent his country, and the passion and the respect that he always shown for our country is something that we always need to appreciate.
It's not that long ago, of course.